Hello, I'm Dr Emily Watkins and I'm an environmental physiologist at the University of Roehampton. Fire service instructors are a unique population amongst fire and rescue service personnel. Whilst firefighters in the UK may enter a fire, say 1 to 3 times a month in emergency situations, instructors complete on average 13 exposures per month, with some instructors completing exposure numbers up to 40 per month. This represents one of the most extreme chronic occupational heat exposures, with each acute exposure causing high levels of physiological strain due to the strenuous physical work, the encapsulating protective clothing, and extreme temperatures that they're involved with. Within the UK, previous work from our group has identified that 45% of instructors do not follow a limit or guidance to the number of exposures they should complete. Those that do have a guide follow an informally suggested number of 9 exposures per month. Instructors have previously been reported to report a cluster of similar symptoms of ill health, and these include, but are not limited to, extreme fatigue, headaches, and broken sleep. We hypothesise that such frequent experiences of high physiological strain may result in chronic systemic inflammation amongst instructors, and that this inflammation may be associated with symptoms of ill health. Firefighting tasks have also been reported to increase the likelihood of cardiac events, and so the study also aimed to establish if instructors exhibited biomarkers associated with cardiac event risk. We measured a snapshot of haematological markers taken at rest prior to fire exposure in a group of 57 firefighters and 53 instructors from different services across the UK. We also collected details about the working history of those participants too. Numerous biomarkers were elevated in the instructor group compared to firefighters, and this included platelet counts, cardiac troponin T, interleukin 6, interleukin 1 beta, immunoglobulin G, and C-reactive protein. We classified our participants as healthy or at risk, depending on their biomarker levels being above or below reference ranges. We conducted multiple regression analysis, which revealed between 10 and 29% of the variation in IL-6, IL-1 beta, a C-reactive protein, and immunoglobulin G could be explained by the number of heat exposures that had been completed. We did further odds ratio analysis, and this showed that those completing greater than 9 exposures per month were 6 to 12 times more likely to be classified as at risk for those biomarkers. They were also 16 times more likely to have symptoms of ill health. Our data therefore indicates that exposure number is important to consider in the working practices of fire instructors. Close monitoring of exposure numbers and an introduction of an exposure limit could possibly reduce the prevalence of cardiac event risk biomarkers and ill health amongst instructors.